My name's Amanda Conley from All Points Agronomy. I'm a farm consultant and agronomist. I also have a farm where we breed South Suffolk sheep and lots of good pastures. At the moment we've been riding on quite a big high. Cattle prices have been amazing for a long time. Sheep have been amazing for a long time, and I expect they will be continuing in the near future to be fantastic prices. Cropping, we've had some really good prices, but recently our weather has been quite extreme. Last year we had lots of rain in the region, and this year we've had very hit and miss. So lots of areas are very, very dry, where some of the Riverina and the Murray are looking quite good. Some of the more successful crops in the region have definitely been determined by the rain. This year, legumes in most regions have done quite well. Canola in the dry areas out towards Lockhart and around, they've really suffered, as have the cereal crops. So the importance of climate and how well the rain is and the timing of the rain is really important. In the short term and medium term, climate is going to be a really big driver because of the unpredictable nature of our seasons. So this year, in the middle of winter, we had a spate of hot days. It's been a very mild winter, which is becoming more regular. The mild winters have led to lower soil moisture content. Couple that with a lot of our conventional farming practices where we use high salt indexed fertilisers, where we burn off our stubbles, where we don't look after our soil, our crops are not going to finish off. Long term, it is really hard to predict, but we are going to have fewer areas with good rainfall. Long term, you're going to find a lot more areas that are arid. So if you look at South Australia, that arid region is going to descend down south further, so that you're not going to get the profitability out of farming or the predictability out of farming in the long term. So we need to have a look at lots of different strategies to help support us in our current practices, and think outside the box and see how we can try and supplement what we do by adopting something new. And by adopting something new, you're opening yourself up to new markets, niche markets, customer-focused markets, where we can value add. We can value add to what we currently do. We can take a waste stream and we can value add it. We can build a new customer bank, not just regionally, not just in Australia, but overseas as well. So we need to really have a look at our export markets to see how we can tap into that. Now, I'm here as an agronomist and a farm consultant to help support my growers that way. Growers everywhere need to grab a hold of these things and see how they can build it into their farm business model, which is a new concept for people, having not just farm planning, because we all know and we've all been given tips on how to grow our sheep or grow our cattle or grow our crops, but we haven't really been held by the hand and supported through building a successful business model. If we can build a really strong and sustainable farming system where we are looking after our environment, where we are looking after the farm, we can then build a succession plan to get our kids back towards the farm. If we are building farms like they were, even 50 years ago, where it could support more than one family, then we are going to build our community. If we build our community, we will build those services. We will get back the doctors. We will get back the shops. Because as community builds, our services build. And you won't have the disconnect between rural and city that has grown in the last, even 30 or 40 years. The big divide where farmers have pushed their kids off and said, go, learn, do a trade, go overseas, go to university, but don't come back to the farm. I want to say, let's bring them back to the farm. Let's build a successful business. Let's make us the strongest we possibly can to be resilient to any shifts in the climate, to be resilient to any economic change locally or globally, to be resilient and look after our own community first.